From the best neighborhoods to the local secrets, we're diving deep into what it's really like to live, work, and play in Boca Raton. Subscribe, let's connect, and get you home.
Welcome back to Living in Boca. If you are even considering relocating to South Florida, this is the only guy that you will ever meet. Over the next few minutes, we're going to be covering the neighborhoods, the real estate market, schools, the weather, and of course, the real cost of living. I'm going to give you the honest version, not the brochure marketing one. I'm your host, Mark Aras, a licensed realtor here in Boca Raton with Keller Williams. I help people like you relocating across Palm Beach County with honest advice and clear numbers. And of course, no pressure. I specialize in the $1 million plus market from Pompano Beach all the way to West Palm. Here is the roadmap for today. We're going to be covering the neighborhoods, what your money actually gets you in 2026, the schools, an honest look to the weather, and the true cost of living. Stick around until the end because that's where the buying advice gets really specific. So let's start with some of the basics. Boca is about its vibe, the history, and the city that you will probably fall in love with by the end of this video. Boca sits in Palm Beach County, right on the Atlantic. Boca has 5 miles of public beach because you can never get bored about beach time. And there is also another 49 parks for those who love to be in touch with nature. More than 30 corporate headquarters call Boca home, and there are 3 ranked universities. This is not a sleepy retirement town, it's a real working economy. Boca wasn't a random sprawl. It was the master planning of Addison Meisner, who back in the 20s dreamed about this city. IBM invented the personal computer here in 1981, and since then it's been pulling wealth migration from the northeast and the west, keeping our city thriving and ready for more entrepreneurship. One crucial thing to remember is Boca means actually 2 cities. The city of Boca on the east side and the unincorporated West Boca. Let's see what are some of those differences. The distinction between the city of Boca and West Boca matters more than people realize. It actually means that there are different governing bodies, different property taxes and rates, and different beach permits, and even different school zoning. Because of that, you must always confirm which jurisdiction you are in before you making an offer, because it might change completely your entire tax result. You guessed it. Reason number 1 is taxes. In New York, the combined state and city income tax runs around 15%. In Florida, 0. That means on a $400,000 income, you will probably keep an additional $40,000 to $60,000 every year. But it's not only taxes. In Boca, you get more space for your money, 7 months of genuinely great, perfect weather, some of the best schools in Florida, and a quality of life which includes beach, golf time, and dining while staying safe. That's really hard to replicate in any other part for the money that you are paying for. There are also 2 big reasons why people are relocating to Boca. The first tailwind is the bright line effect. If you live in Boca but commute to Miami, it's only a 45-minute train drive. And then there is the wealth migration. Palm Beach County has been one of the top counties in the country for incoming wealth for the last 5 years. And it's not just retirees anymore. It's hedge fund managers, tech execs, and young families alike. Now, let's talk about some of the neighborhoods. There are 4 main areas, and each one has a completely different personality. Here is the quick map. East Boca has ocean access, and it's the most walkable. West Boca, geared towards families, gated communities, and the best counties in the state. The Meisner Park area, it is the most walkable and the highest price per square foot. And last but not least, the golf communities. They are gated, landscape manicured, amenities loaded. Let's take them one at a time. Some of Boca's most coveted addresses include the Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club, where Old Manny Boca lives, with entry homes starting at $4.5 million and setting records as high as $40 million. Then there is Lotus and Boca Bridges, with luxury custom-built homes pulling demand from New York and California and ranging from $2 million to $5 million. And lastly, you're gonna have Alina Residences, which is the downtown luxury high-rise with high-end amenities, with starting selling prices going at $7 million plus. Before you make any offer, 3 things you need to know. 1. After Surfside tragedy, condo reserve laws are now in effect, and older beach condo HOAs fees have pretty much doubled. 2. Insurance premiums. Homes built after 2002 have dramatically lower insurance premiums because they have the hurricane protection and newer roofs. 3. Property taxes will reset to your purchase price when you buy. So do not look at what the seller pays now, and I can run those real numbers before you make an offer. Let's talk real estate, and especially what your money can actually buy you in 2026. $750 to $1 million gets you a 3 to 4 bedroom single family home in West Boca, in a good school zone area with a community pool, maybe the home requiring some cosmetic updates. This is the best value entry point for relocating families. 1 to 1.5 million is the sweetest spot for most buyers. You get a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, new construction, pool included, premium school zone, and move-in ready with nothing to fix. Everything it is included. 1.5 to 2.5 million is the full lifestyle upgrade. You get a waterfront or estate properties, custom-built homes, oceanfront condos with resort amenities located in either in the intercoastal or canal access. This is where Boca living becomes truly exceptional. Now, let's talk about the schools. We will dive in public and private schools, and I will share a few programs you won't find anywhere else in Florida. Palm Beach County Public Schools rank among the best in the state with several schools in the top 10. Some of the best public schools include Spanish River with its Cambridge ACE program, Omni Middle, Calusa and Blue Lake Elementary, all 10 out of 10. And Don Stretch that is proud to teach a STEM magnet program that is nationally ranked among the best. On the private side, you got nationally ranked schools like St. Andrews, American Heritage with its medical magnet program, and Pinecrest, all of them from pre-K to grade 12, and they are all serious trampoline for college preparation. The annual tuition fees range from $40,000 to $70,000. Just text me if you want me to send you my education information package. Lastly, there are a few programs that are generally rare. FAU High is a nationally acclaimed program where students graduate with a diploma and a bachelor degrees at the same time. Across the board, there are choice programs that let your child attend a magnet school even if you are not zoned for it. In Florida, zone is not a destiny, but school zoning still matters. Which brings me to this important point. In West Boca, a school zone matters enormously. Always verify before you buy, and do not assume. Text me and ask me to pull the exact school assignments for any address before you make any offers. Let's talk weather, including the parts most people won't tell you about. As a personal side note, I have the privilege to live in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in the north of Brazil, in rainy London, and sunny Chicago. I love foggy San Francisco and sunny Orange County. I might be biased, but I choose Florida weather every single day. From October to May is generally incredible weather. 75 to 85 degrees, low humidity, sunshine virtually every day. It is 7 months full of Florida at its best. You will question every single cold weather decision you have ever made, and this is a reason why most people move here. I'm gonna be honest, from June through September, it's hot, really hot. 90 plus degrees, high humidity, feels like 100, with afternoon showers most days, but they usually clear in 20 to 30 minutes. This part is real. You need to know what you are signing up for before making the move. As we like saying here, if you don't like the weather, just cross the street. And then there is hurricane season, June through November. Boca hasn't taken a direct hit in decades, but smart homeowners don't leave it to a chance. If you have impact windows, an electrical house generator, and home insurance, you are prepared properly and you will ride any storm comfortably. Of all natural disasters, hurricanes give you two major advantages. First, you have plenty advanced warning with radar technology improving and predicting the storm path with at least 10 days advance notice. Second, if you don't want to ride it, you can always leave and evacuate before. There are two very well kept secrets worth knowing. East Boca catches the ocean breeze, which is a few degrees cooler in the summer, while Boca West runs a little bit hotter. The second secret is the summer silver lining. When the snowbirds leave, traffic disappears and you can actually get a real table at Meisner Park without even a reservation. Thank me later. Alright, here are the honest pros and cons, because you deserve the full picture, not just a sales pitch. The pros are really strong. There is zero state income tax, weather is spectacular October to May, there are plenty highly rated public schools to choose from, there is less traffic than Miami or Fort Lauderdale, you get more home for your money, and there are two airports within 30 minutes. That is a serious list. There are three things nobody mentions. Healthcare. Boca Regional is organized under Baptist Health, which is a world-class medical facility, which matters if you have aging parents or medical conditions that require specialized care. On the flip side, there is no winter break from home maintenance, so you gotta budget $5,000 to $10,000 a year just to keep up with your home. And last is nightlife. Boca rolls up the sidewalks at 10 p.m. For the party goers, you will need to drive 15 minutes north to Delray, where you can stay up until serious hours. So who should actually move here? The honest answer, Boca is not for everyone. Let's figure out if it's the right place for you. Boca is a great fit if you have a young family with kids, you are a high-income earner who would benefit from those tax savings, or someone who wants an outdoor lifestyle, or anyone looking for a safe and easy soft landing in a new city. But you should look elsewhere if you need the city energy 7 nights a week, or if you genuinely hate heat, and or if you need a walkable city. Boca, it's not car-free and you will need some kind of a ride. I would rather be honest with you now than have you regret it later. If this video has helped you, please hit the subscribe so more people can benefit from this information. I add 2 new videos every week covering neighborhood information and opportunities in South Florida's real estate market. Before you leave, please drop a comment below. Where are you moving from? I read everyone and will love connecting with you. And when you are ready to talk, I offer a free consultation, no pressure, no pitch. Just a real conversation about your budget, your timeline, and any questions you might have. The link is in the description. book a time that works for you, and I'm looking forward to meet you soon. That's the guide. I'm Mark Aras with Keller Williams. Watch the next video, like this one, subscribe and hit the bell, and drop your questions in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.